Hello everybody on YouTube. This is your home by Bobman Home Beacon. Today, this happened to be the 20th part of the Gypsy Wiz playing card tutorial video series. In this lesson, I'm actually going to teach you how to use the cross spread with obstacles. So anyway, this spread happens to be a very advanced spread which actually requires 24 cards. So anyway, I'm actually going to show you the book in just a moment. So anyway, the cross spread with obstacles happen to be part of the grand tablet spread. So anyway, let's see what the book says, shall we? Okay, I'm going to show you Alright, the cross spread with obstacles consisting of 24 cards. This spread is perfect when we want to evaluate an existing situation as an additional spread next to the grand tableau. We use 24 cards for this method. Here we proceed as we did with the other spread, select for a fan and then ask the question to draw 24 cards. Finally, we laid out the cards according to the diagram on the following page. And see here, this happened to be the diagram of the cross spread with obstacles. Okay, card number 1 to 12 in the cross represents the karma or fate of the current. Cards number 13 through 24 underneath and above the cross shows us the obstacles and eternal influence. The following example will clarify this. Cards 9, 5, and 1 represents the recent past. Cards 3, 7, and 11 shows the present or what is about to happen. Cards 2, 6, and 10 talk about the near future. Cards 4, 8, and 12 also represents the present, and cards 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, the 6 cards above the person cards, shows us the obstacles or stumbling blocks that the current needs to overcome. They are inevitable. Cards number 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, the 6 cards underneath the person card indicates what is needed, what needs to be done, or requires attention to improve the future. Cards 15, 11, and 16 are we together, and cards 22, 12, and 21 are we together. With this method, it is also important to know its connections. Dare to be bold and make all kinds of combinations. And yes, combinations that come to you intuitively and during the range are more than welcome. Okay, just going to memorize what the card says. Let me see. 9.1, 3, 7, 11, 4, 8, and 12, 2, 6, 10, and let me see, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I got this down, okay? Okay, first of all, okay, and this is the cross spread with obstacles. In this question, we're going to ask a fictional character known as Bart Simpson to see how will he do well on his school so far. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see what we have here. Alright, 951 happened to be a pass, so this means the man represented as Bart Simpson himself, and the first card happened to be the money safe, which happened to be the the third door, besides a man, represents a lot of money. Then the second card happened to be the zip, which represents traveling or wealth. And their lack of for this reading happened to be lightning, which represents unpleasant surprise. Okay, let me see what I have here. I remember this card. Just a moment. Okay, card number 3, 7, and 11, which happens to be the present, which represents the wine, which means cheerfulness. Our second card happened to be house, which represents a happy home. And our third lack of reading happened to be mice, which represents loss. So it's very hard to remember with a book. Let me see. And 4, 8, 12 happen to be children, which represents kindness. Woes happen to be decisions. And last card for the reading happen to be the bride, which means goals. Let me see. Okay, 2, 6, and 10 represent the glimpse of the near future, which happens to be the lady, which happens to be represented as his counterpart of himself. A 10 card for this reading happened to be the tree, which represents a good health and strength. And a third last card for this reading happened to be the eye, which represents interest and friends. Okay, and let me see what I have here. Alright, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 represents the obstacles, which represents the rod, which represents disagreements. A second card for this reading happened to be the book, which means secrets. A third card for this reading will happen to be the coffin, which means loss. Our fourth card for reading is clover, which means luck. Our fifth card for reading is clouds, which means emotional complications. And our sixth and last card for reading happen to be rapiers, which represents threats and insults. And finally, we get down to the bottom. Let me see. Okay, what's happens to be 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, and 24. Okay, this represents the future. Okay, our first card reading is the lion, which represents bad news. Flowers means happiness. Fish means money and finance. A bride means. Oh wait, sorry about that. A fourth card for reading is rain. This card means connections and relationships. Our fifth card for reading is pig. We represent luck and abundance. And last but not least happens to be the letter, which represents good tidings and surprise. So anyway, those are the cards for the quads obstacles reading. I know it's been a lot to remember. Memorize by these cards, but you get the picture. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. So anyway, this is your home with Bob Mayhouse and out. Peace.